Let's talk about Russia. You made a lot of headlines with Russia this week. What exactly is your relationship with Vladimir Putin?
Because he has said nice things about me over the years. I remember years ago, he's Cookie or something to that effect. He said something nice about me. This has been going on. We did 60 Minutes together. By the way, not together, meaning he was probably shot in Moscow.
Well, he was in Moscow, you were in New York. But that's the thing.
No, just so you understand, he said very nice things about me, but I have no relationship with him. I don't.
Yet you said
met
for
him.
3 years, 13, 14, and 15, that you did have a relationship with him.
No, look, what do you call a relationship? I mean, he treats me with great respect. I have no relationship with Putin. I don't think I've ever met him. I never met him. I don't think I've ever met him.
You would know it if you did, wouldn't you?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. So I don't think I've ever met him. I mean, if he's in the same room or something, but I don't think so.
Never spoken to him on the phone?
I've been in Moscow. I didn't meet him in Moscow. Where?
Never spoken to him on the phone?
I have never spoken to him on the phone, no. I've spoken when we had the Miss Universe contest a number.
I just want to clear this up because you did say on 3 different occasions you had a relationship with him. Now you say there is none.
Well, I don't know what it means by having a relationship. I mean, he was saying very good things about me, but I didn't go hiking with him. I don't know. I wouldn't know him from Adam except.
And Madeleine Albright said that your victory would be a gift to Putin, sanctions and recognizing Russian annexation of Crimea. They fear that that's going to hurt America and advance Russia's interests.
They only fear one thing, losing the election. If our country got along with Russia, that would be a great thing. When Putin goes out and tells everybody, and you talk about relationship, but he says Donald Trump is going to win and Donald Trump is a genius. Have a possibility of having a good relationship with Russia. I think that's good. Frankly, as far as I'm concerned, you're talking about tremendous amounts of money and lives and everything else. That would be a positive thing, not a negative.
Even if that means conditioning our commitments to NATO, as you said?
No, because you're not going to do that. NATO is going to be just fine, but NATO countries, we have 28 countries, many of them. And when people leave that last part in, everybody agrees with me. I'm all in favor of NATO. I said NATO's obsolete. I was asked a question by one of your competitors, and I said NATO's obsolete because it's not taking care of terror. You understand that. And it turned out I was right. A lot of people gave me credit for that. Then, 3 months ago on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, they said NATO to develop a terror division. And some. So I was right about that. I was also right about the fact that NATO, we're being taken advantage of by NATO countries, totally advantage of.
Why did you soften the GOP platform, part of the platform calling for provision of lethal weapons to Ukraine to defend themselves? Why is that a good idea?
Look, you know, I have my own ideas. He's not going into Ukraine, okay, just so you understand. He's not going to go into Ukraine. All right, you can mark it down, you can put it down, you can take it anywhere you want.
Well, he's already there, isn't he?
Okay, well, he's there in a certain way, but I'm not there. You have Obama there. And frankly, that whole part of the world is a mess under Obama, with all the strength that you're talking about and all of the power of NATO and all of this. In the meantime, he's going away. I'm going to take a look at it. But, you know, the people of Crimea, from what I've heard, would rather be with Russia. That was under, just so you understand, that was done under Obama's administration. And as far as the Ukraine is concerned, it's a mess. And that's under the Obama's administration with his strong ties to NATO. So with all of these strong ties to NATO, Ukraine is a mess. Crimea has been taken. Don't blame Donald Trump for that.
You've said
and we'll do better, and yet we'll have a better relationship with Russia. And having a good relationship, maybe, and having a good relationship with Russia is a good thing, not a bad thing.
You've said you have no investments in Russia, but do you owe any money to Russian individuals and institutions?
No.
None.
The primary thing I did with Russia, I bought a house in a Russian. That was probably 5 years ago, and that was primarily it.
You partnered with Russians on the Soho Grand?
Will I sell? Oh, many years ago. I don't think they're Russian. I think there were other people, but there were various partners. Will I sell condos to Russians on occasion? Probably. I mean, I do that. I have a lot of condos. I do that. But I have no relationship to Russia whatsoever.
No debts?
No debts. I have very little debt to anybody. I don't need debt. You know, it's very interesting. I'm so liquid. I don't need debt. And if I need debt, if I want debt, I can get it from banks in New York City very easily.